My name is Denise, and I am the primary caregiver of my mother who lives with me. She has Alzheimer's disease. I've always been close to my mother, and she lived by herself in a small town 2 hours south of Houston. We started seeing some changes in the ability to talk in conversation and kind of circle through conversations, asking the same questions. And finally we're able to get her in to see a neurologist, and the diagnosis of Alzheimer's was made about 3 years ago. We had had a few incidences where she had gotten lost from Houston to her hometown, and I moved her in with me immediately, and she's lived with me since. Receiving the news of the diagnosis was devastating. I was at the end of my pregnancy, and I remember, sitting in the doctor's office, trying to think, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna care for her? And what I found was that the United Way agency, the adult day center that my mom attends, was right down the street from my son's school. Getting her to agree to participate was a real challenge. At that time, she felt that she didn't need a babysitter. She didn't need anyone to take care of her. I would go to work during the day, she would stay home, and I would come home and she would still be in bed. She was not happy, she was always tired, she was never hungry. I made a couple of calls and was directed to the director, who scheduled a tour of the facility. And we're so warmed by the welcome that we received and the information and the staff who worked at the facility. That first visit, the day center became her second home. When we drive up the street, she'll thank me for taking her to the day center and tell me, this is every morning, how wonderful the staff is and how good the food is. She's okay during the day. She eats well, and she doesn't spend time thinking in circles. The United Way and agencies like the United Way that provide these services are tremendous resources and treasures for people in need. It's very frustrating being a caregiver, seeing that your loved one is changing, personality and physical abilities. I learned from the staff in observing their patience with the members, and they have taught me a different level of patience. I say thank you and continue, I would bestow all of God's blessings on all of them, because they're just all amazing. They're all amazing.